I love dogs, but they had one dog scene in this that was complete bullshit. And y'all can have all these damn cool ass looking dinosaurs. That damn dog looked like a cartoon half the time. That damn dog looked like you could tell the dog was animated. He was moving all crazy. So for all of you who still think dinosaurs are cool, just wait until they move to the neighborhood. don't mean nothing racist by that.
Yeah, there goes the neighborhood.
But your property value will go down along with your life, probably. But that's what happens at the end of Oak Street. Yeah, that's where the first dinosaur family moved in, and the neighborhood.
They bought it.
Yeah, the neighborhood just went down, and they brought it. Once one dinosaur moves in, everybody else follows.
They should have burned a cross on their yard.
Boy, if there's any time that I think it's justified for white flight, it's when the dinosaurs move in. Yeah, folks. We see this family played by Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway, and then they have their two kids. And just a normal day, they wake up for breakfast, and all of a sudden, some cosmic event has caused their neighborhood to be picked up and transplanted in the middle of some prehistoric era, which means that there are dinosaurs overrunning the neighborhood. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for The End of Oak Street, and we'll be back with our reviews.
Get out of there, run!
What the hell's going on?
Get inside now!
I hate when things go to black on these trailers. I thought my computer cut off. I thought, because sometimes I'll accidentally leave it unplugged, and then it'll just die.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
This would be an awesome trailer if Billy Joel wasn't there.
Why does he ruin it?
I just don't.
You got sick of him with the boys?
I got sick of. I just don't think this song goes well with this trailer right here.
That song's so damn much.
It doesn't. But I guess they want you to pay attention to the lyrics. I'm all right, except they're not all right.
Except they're not all right.
Yeah.
That song is about, man, like an ex-girlfriend or somebody. Leave me the hell alone. It's like you can go out there and tell dinosaurs, hey, this is my life. Get out the neighborhood. Leave me alone.
Well, do you want the sad emo girl playing classic songs?
I don't want any of them. Quit turning these songs into damn somber ass dark.
I know.
Especially the one. And if you're gonna do it, pick something that goes with the trailer.
Yeah, that's not how they do these things.
Man, dark Billy Joel doesn't makes no sense right here. You know, I'm gonna make this better. Everybody get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. Yeah. That's a real song. Use that. That would have been way much better.
I don't think so.
I think so. Maybe slow it down just a little bit. I actually love many parts of this film. And I'm gonna give this to old Kokisaurus Rex over here. He's the one that said this. I was thinking the same thing, and I agree with you. This should have been the sequel to Jurassic World. This is what they should have been going for.
That's what they were hinting at.
Yeah, exactly. This is, and Universal ain't gonna do it because compared to the Jurassic World movies, I can love this is a smaller film. They always gonna go big for.
Yeah.
One day we're gonna have Jurassic Universe.
If you put Jurassic in there, it's gotta go big.
Jurassic Galaxy, the dinosaurs in space. Yeah, they always want to go big. So this is a sort of, I don't know, a nice spiritual spinoff from something like that. So the idea that would have been perfect for them to do, like they set up, where dinosaurs are actually invading the neighborhoods and cities and places that are more populated with humans. But at the same time, I'm glad that it's its own thing because, again, this is a smaller movie and it's not burdened by anything bigger, not burdened by anything that's being brought in from other films. And being that it is its own thing, it is still sort of an homage to something that a lot of directors love, which is Spielberg. This is like the summer movies that I grew up watching. It's a huge homage to not just Spielberg, but Amblin. You know that logo with E.T. flying over the moon. Yeah, Amblin Films. It's even this movie's even set in the 80s. You can see everybody wearing them tube socks and tennis shorts.
Oh yeah, it takes place in the suburbs.
Yeah,
and kids are on bikes, and you got bullies. Yeah, it's the whole package.
It is all that. And while you have this big homage to Spielberg, J.J. Abrams comes in with the sci-fi influence. I mean, there are parts of this that kind of feel like, the unexplained event that no one really can figure out, sort of like Cloverfield.
Mm-hmm.
Where J.J. Abrams has a thing sometimes where you'll have some big science fiction event or some big cosmic disruption, and then none of it's really explained. Maybe at the end of the movie, maybe in another movie, but there's a lot of mystery, that J.J. Abrams mystery that goes on with this. And also J.J. Abrams was influenced heavily by Spielberg too.
So slavishly heavy by his Spielberg influence. It feels like every movie he touches, he's trying to go, see, Steve, I'm just like you, right? Huh? You like this one?
But he didn't direct this though.
No, I know.
Yeah, this is I forgot the guy's name, but this is the person that did It Follows.
Right, something Mitchell.
Yeah, is what's that?
No, go ahead.
Which is it's a very different film from It Follows. You probably wouldn't even think it would be the same director. You probably think he would go on and do something more traditionally horror. But speaking of, when I say this is like a movie from the 80s, it reminded me of Gremlins in a way, even though it's dinosaurs, in that some of it is playful because of the PG-13 rating, and also because of the Spielberg popcorn moments that they have in there. But this movie is way more of a horror film than Gremlins, which was a comedy. So way more horrifying than that, and way more of a horror movie than Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, I'll tell you this, if your kids are scared of Jurassic Park, they will be traumatized out this shit right here. You know how they say kids love dinosaurs? After they see this movie right here, they'll be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. If you got a kid who's obsessed with dinosaurs, like Clifford or something, this would be the movie to take them to. If your kid is loving dinosaurs, I won't be after this. Every time I see a dinosaur, they'll be on the ground screaming and shit. Shit, I hope your kids will they'll start watching Paw Patrol after this. And not that dinosaur that's out there right now. Jurassic Park was an adventure film with intense moments. This movie, where I say it's playful moments like a Amblin film, like Gremlins or something, even has humor in there. A lot of this is actually, and again, maybe it's just my interpretation, but a lot of this is like The Mist, where you have, suddenly with no explanation, regular people find themselves surrounded by these terrifying creatures, most of them out to eat you in the most gruesome way. And the whole time there's just this feeling of hopelessness. And you feel like there's no escape. Because like I said, how can you escape something that you can't figure out? And these dinosaurs are way scarier than the ones in Jurassic Park, because most of them have, we're used to seeing scales. Mm-hmm. We're used to seeing, lizards. This shit has giant mutant chickens and turkeys, and they look alien. And they're more accurate. Yeah, that's the thing. No, yeah, because now we're hearing about how, the more we learn about dinosaurs, the more we learn about how their features were, and now we're hearing that they have feathers. And for some reason, a dinosaur wearing feathers look like a terrifying peacock or something, man. It looks, at least for me, it just looks weird because of what we're used to seeing. Well, they look wet and mangy. Yeah, they kind of look like damn snuffleupagus or something, like gone crazy or rabid. And also with the movie, the attacks are way more vicious than anything we've seen in something like a Jurassic Park. Oh no, you didn't. I'm gonna pass it on, but I would say, adding to the horror movie feel of this, there is just so much death in this movie, man. This is almost like a war film in a way. Everywhere there's destruction, dead bodies are littered around the street. People are constantly screaming in the background, and you can see people being torn to pieces in the background.
while our main characters are trying to survive. It really is like one of those war films where you see your troop trying to get from A to B, and the whole time they're just seeing all these horrors along the way. And if you're a cat, forget about it. Cat lovers, be warned. This director is a dog person. Cats. There's about at least 3 cat deaths that I heard in this.
Well, just because they screamed don't mean they died.
Yeah, it does.
That's why you own cats. You know better.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a certain scream for death. When you hear that, that cat is gone. And plus, you just see cats just laying around and dinosaurs just coming up and just having a little buffet on the cat body right there. Yeah, I'm telling cat,
little piece of popcorn.
Yeah, if you love your cat, I'm just warning you. You probably won't like this. But I will say that this movie is very effective because it is a PG-13 movie, but it's very effective at showing death and making it seem gory without actually showing a lot of gore. I think that's excellent directing the way they did that. There's one scene that's probably, for little kids, maybe intense. There's a pterodactyl scene that's brutal, and they tear somebody up. And the only thing that keeps you from being just completely mortified is that dumbass had it coming, probably.
No.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
People had it coming.
Yeah, but he was being stupid, but even then, I feel bad for the dude. But it's like, damn, it's very creative the way they can show people being torn apart and being very effective at that without showing an actual lot of spurting blood and gore and all that kind of stuff. The message gets across very well, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't do today because if something's going to be gory, people are going for it. And they're showing all the blood and everything. People are not creative about the violence anymore. Anymore.
Yeah. They know how to cut away from really getting into it, and it gives you enough to know what happened. You can see from the trailer what a great premise this is and how hard it's willing to go. Actually, you don't know until you're watching it, and it's very terrifying at times. And when it's not terrifying, it's quite silly, and it was just like, man, I was with you for a while, but you are losing me over and over because this family seems to not really have. First off, they're not that likable. They're fighting over it. Like they think they're developing what they're about, but not really, especially the husband and wife. And then they don't have a real sense of self-preservation. They do a lot of things where you just like, wait, you just set up an environment where there's stuff killing you everywhere and y'all just casually walking around. I'm kind of not with this. I'm trying, but you're losing me.
Yeah. Now, look, I agree with a lot of things Corey said, but yeah, Mark, you right. There's a lot of things in this movie that don't make sense. I think early on, like the first 5-10 minutes, like you had those horror aspects in it, but then like you said, it just becomes a comedy after a while. I'm like, in this situation right here, it's like I like the premise of the movie, right? Like you said, I like the premise. I really like the idea. But it's like once you like make that silly, like something like that, very silly, it's like then I can't rock with it. No more.
The tones keep switching back and forth.
It's a very inconsistent tone.
And you have some things that happen. You're like, wait, why are you doing this? Daughter sits in the car and listens to a whole song.
Right, yeah.
And you're like, okay, I thought we were being terrorized by all these things.
And then
then it was like, oh, let's snap back to it. And it's like, yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah, and then all this bad stuff's going on around them, and the parents are still fighting. I'm like, can y'all like not fight for 2 seconds and just understand what is actually going on? Like,
and as far as the parents go, we have a real dichotomy in the level of acting here. Because,
it's bad.
Anne Hathaway, she's great and everything, and she's putting her all into it. Mm-hmm. And Ewan McGregor seems like he's only half there.
He's sleepwalking this shit.
Yeah, I guess I can already tell I like this better than everybody else, and I still have complaints about it. Yeah, because I think, because you're right. There's stuff that they do that are absolutely dumb in here. Now the humor didn't bother me because again, I think it's a throwback to the Amblin movies. Spielberg always did a lot of things that were intense, but also put a lot of humor in it, and so I don't mind the humor that they do here.
I guess I felt like he knew better how to do that flow, and here it just felt. Like
it felt consistent.
Yeah, for me, it was a balance. I thought, that you need humor sometimes for something like this. Look, is it like on that level of a Spielberg movie? Is it like Jaws or something like that? No. Is it even like Gremlins? No. But for me, the moments of humor were well paced to balance the horror in here, which you needed because it's a very brutal movie, man. Like I said, there's a lot of people. You see kids in the street that are dead. And then there's things where either you're gonna like it or not. I would say that this is the first time I've seen a particular dinosaur act on the screen. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
I checked out the movie when that happened.
There's a things that this is the first time I've seen dinosaurs do that. But they got to do it sometimes. So that didn't bother me.
But that's what I mean. Like the movie is goofy like that.
Yeah,
it's goofy, and then they keep doing stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they further the goofiness.
Well, I think it's a movie that is kind of goofy. I mean, I think it's supposed to be goofy like these 80s movies, and that's not going to work for everybody. I get it. Like I felt like this is a dumb, goofy film, but there was so much that works with it that I think that I think kind of works. It overshadows those things that I think are terrible in this, and there are some things here that I think that are not done very well. And like I said, there's things that are going to work for you, and some not. Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway didn't work for you. I like that they had their marriage problems in the movie that was set up before the film actually got into the dinosaurs, so that this whole thing was simmering in the background and was being even more tested when this situation happens. That was all right for me. Maybe I liked it because you're right, Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway, she carries the movie.
Yeah.
She's great with action, but she can still bring all the emotion that you need with this, especially after one incident that caught everybody by surprise in the film.
Yeah, I feel like if you're an actor and you're cast and she's going to be your co-lead, you got to step it up. I'd be like, oh, damn, I can't just, I got to bring my A+ game with her.
I just think that the Ewan McGregor's character, I didn't have a problem with him. I just think his character is kind of goofy. He's the guy that's trying to hold the family together, and he's kind of aloof. His whole thing about trying to get extra money is delivering pizzas, and it just looked like he's not. Anne Hathaway is definitely the stronger character in that family. She's, you get the impression that she's the one that's the authority figure there.
Yeah, but I also didn't care for the way that they make her seem like she's the responsible one. But the longer it went on, the more like, well, she's a nag. Yeah, she really is. I was like, yeah, y'all could talk this out, but man, she is on his ass about every little thing.
Right.
I mean, like some of it you go like, oh man, it's his fault. He's the guy. But I was like, hold on a second. She is not compromising whatsoever.
Yeah, I get it. Didn't bother me, but I get it. Everybody is affected by different things in the film, and that's something that they didn't linger on a long time. So it's something that didn't bother me. I guess I was noticing the things that they did very well, which, like I said, there's certain things in the movie that I love. I think this is the first time that we've seen dinosaurs to this extent in a suburban setting. And I think the suburbs is an excellent playground for this scenario, man. You have, because they're trying to maneuver through backyards and hopping fences, and suddenly the suburbs just seems really threatening. Because you have all the houses have all of a sudden turned into like these claustrophobic mazes that they got to get through. They're going through other people's homes trying to survive. And I just thought they got real creative with what they did with the suburban setting. And also I was thinking, man, these houses that they got to go through when they're jumping through backyards and going through especially through the interiors, they had to build all those. Those are not houses that they actually went and tore up, and go to somebody's home and start breaking shit. They actually had to build those. So I was like, wow, that's kind of incredible. How many houses they probably had to build, or sets that look like houses. Now here's where my complaints come in, because I think the kids are cool. They didn't really bother me, but
really, they were so whiny, and they were doing shit. I was like, I wish this was a black family, because they would not tolerate what those kids, especially that little boy, was doing.
The whole movie.
I didn't find them whiny, but I found them kind of dumb. The boy, who is I forgot his name, but the actor is Christian Convery. He has one of the dumbest scenes in the film. So their dog, Starbuck, which is a reference to an 80s show, Battlestar Galactica. So Starbuck goes missing. And then he decides to go out and look for him. Now, that's crazy in itself, but you know what? I get it. I love my dog too. I probably go out there and try to find my dog. But this neighborhood, hold on, let me finish. This neighborhood.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Okay, I know. I'm just let me finish.
I didn't say a word.
But this neighborhood, they've been running from dinosaurs this whole time. And these dinosaurs, and every time they make a noise, a T-Rex will show up. So this neighborhood is infested with dinosaurs. And this boy goes out and starts yelling at the top of his lungs, "Stop up! Stop up!" And it's like, but you've seen other people get eaten when they've been screaming and yelling. And also, this little ass this bow and arrow, every time he shot that shit, missed. Every time he shot it, in fact, the arrows were hitting just bounce off the wall. And so I thought, yeah, characters they weren't bothering me until you got to dumb things like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what you're saying, like, we're already scared because we know that the neighborhood is infested with dinosaurs. Yeah. And just a few hours before, they watched their next door neighbor get torn apart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've been seeing people all around.
And him going out after the dog, it's like, yeah, you want your dog, but if you leave, you don't think your mom and dad are going to come looking for you? You're putting everybody in danger.
I would have left his little ass out there.
I would have left that dog out there.
You and that dog would be out there trying to survive together. I hope y'all find each other. Also, they got bullies in here, or at least a bully. And the bullies are stereotypes. In fact, although he did something later that I thought, I get it, but you didn't need that scene. Mm-hmm. You didn't need a bully scene there at all. It's just kind of a throwback to the 80s. I always like a throwback to kids on bikes, but this is such an homage that, so after this boy right here, he's actually kind of an asshole. He did something in the movie that was like, okay, there ain't no bully. No, you deserve to get your ass whooped. Yeah. That ain't no bully. That's revenge.
Yeah.
But he's riding on bikes with his crew. The bully comes up with his crew. And you look at him and the ratio is the same right down to, you both also have a token black dude.
Oh, wait, that's us from the future.
Yeah. And by the way, this is one of those neighborhoods where, if you're Asian, you ain't even there. But if you're black, you just in the background.
You get one.
Doing busy shit. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
there was one Asian.
Oh, was there? Yeah, that's right. There was. Yeah. No, there was. There you go. Representation. Yeah, it was almost a neighborhood requirement that you have one black dude in your crew.
HOA rules.
Go get your black kid. No, go get him.
You can't organize until you get one.
You cannot play until you find a black kid.
Yeah. It'd be racist if you don't find
one. Come out there with a dummy with blackface. I love dogs, but they had one dog scene in this that was complete bullshit. Right? I don't want to say nothing, but I said if they do what I think they're gonna do. And they did it. And I was like,
they didn't hesitate to do it.
They didn't.
They was quick with it
and proud of it. Yeah, look what we did.
Yeah, and y'all can have all these damn cool ass looking dinosaurs. That damn dog looked like a cartoon half the time. That damn dog looked like you could tell the dog was animated. He was moving all crazy. Shit, you might as well made Scooby Doo come up in this movie.
I'm gonna start talking and shit. That'd make way more sense.
So. I always miss details. That's why I ask. The ending felt sloppy.
Oh boy!
Oh my god!
I like how not much is explained, but god damn it, you can't be leaving these holes everywhere. So they did something at the now. Did I miss this?
It would have been better to not explain anything. Because what they explained, they give an explanation, and everybody goes like, "Yeah," and you're like, "What? How'd you even get that?"
Yeah,
and then they start making up rules with it to get to the end. And yeah, it's a sloppy ass ending. You're like, man, if you had not brought this up, I probably would have just gone with it. But now that you did, you got to tighten this. This makes no sense at all. There's
one big glaring question and plot hole where if you did that, then shouldn't you be doing this? Mm-hmm. And like I said, maybe Now, maybe I missed something. I will wait. For right now, it doesn't make sense to me. It's sloppy. It's rushed. And I really think I don't know how you could have an oversight like that unless I did miss something. But I will wait until all of you see it, and then maybe you can come back and explain to me. But for right now, what the so I don't know.
Yeah, Martin, you're right though. How characters figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, it was just so complete random, and no one's like, oh, like, how'd you find that out? Everybody's like, oh, yeah, that's it, you got it.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Well, it even started earlier because there's a plant that, a character goes like, have you seen this before? Oh, yes, that's from such and such and such and such. I'm like, you just have that knowledge at the ready about a prehistoric plant?
Well, they did some research. They didn't just say what it was. They showed the person researching it.
Really?
Yeah, because she just knew it. She showed it and just said like, "Oh yeah, I think that's one of these."
She went to the library and just
because she did. But the person she talked to, the librarian, just said like, "Oh yeah, that's from the Jurassic period." And you're like, how you just know that?
Maybe she's an expert in
I don't know. Yeah, jumping through hoops.
That didn't bother me, but listen, there's some things that I get it. I respect that. There's things that bother y'all that just did not bother me. I thought, and I agree with you. There's some dumb things in here, and I, and like I said, the dumb stuff didn't bother me because this is a dumb, goofy popcorn flick. It's the stuff that I used to see during the summer all the time, and the tone of it is something I'm just kind of used to with those films, or maybe I'm nostalgic for those films or whatever. But I thought that being creative with the setting and not worrying about explaining a lot adds a somewhat of a spark to something that we've seen plenty of times before. It added a new layer of fun for myself. Either you're going to feel like me and have fun with it, like and be reminiscent of summertime movies from probably when you're my age and you were a kid, or the dumb stuff, which doesn't have to be tolerated. It is dumb, and it's stuff that I cannot blame anybody, but sitting there and questioning, it will affect you, and it will be something that will bug you, and you won't, and you will walk out disappointed. For me though, being such a throwback, it shows that like in the age of streaming right now. For me, a good summer popcorn flick still works in the theater, and I had a good time with it. Not great, but for me, it was a solid matinee. I enjoyed it. But again, I understand anybody who did not.
Yeah, I really wanted to, and from the trailer, I expected to. And I tried to hang with it, but there were just too many little things that just kept picking at me until the big things kept coming up. And I'm just not into the getting wowed by the nostalgia of like, oh, this is what I remember, because this whole, going off homage to Spielberg, we've been getting a lot of this lately. Stranger Things was all that. And it's like, man, if you're going to do homages and nostalgia, pick something else that hasn't been run into the ground. This is a movie it's at odds with itself. Because some of it is like the director who did It Follows. Yeah. Some of the brutal, intense stuff, that felt like that's him. The rest of it felt like J.J. Abrams putting his thumb on the scale and going, we're making this a Spielberg movie. And the two parts, at least for me, did not mesh well together. They kept going back and forth. And as much as I tried to get with it, the dumb stuff, especially in the third act, was just a little too much. So I don't know. In the end, for me, this is a rental.
See, look, before I saw the movie,
what? You so thoughtful in the beginning. You see, look. I just wonder what's coming.
See, look, I like the premise of this movie, like I said earlier, but watching the film, I thought they missed on a lot of execution. We didn't even talk about the thing that I hate the most about this film. Was this movie has some terrible, and I mean terrible dialogue. I mean, everybody got bad dialogue in this movie. And not only is it really bad dialogue, but at the same time, the way they say their lines, terrible line reading from everybody, especially your boy Ian McGregor. I'm like, I've seen him be a lot better in a lot other things. And to see him here, like you said, he's sleepwalking in this film. He was literally the worst thing in this film, I feel like.
But what about Ewan McGregor?
All right. Next time you fuck up a name, right here. Yeah. All right, next time you fuck up a name on your ass. You better get every name.
I'm sorry, I know.
Get every name.
Hey, man, I had no idea. I'll get names wrong all the time. You know that.
I know. So the next one you get wrong.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you be quick to get them wrong too. I'm gonna defend myself when I say this, but to me personally, just how inconsistent the tone was in this, like where it goes to being goofy then serious, I'm like, yo, figure out what you want to do. Like, figure out your target audience, what you want to do with this film. I will say, at least for me personally, this is my worst movie of the year so far. Now, I know y'all might hear that and might be like, whoa, Julian, there's a Scream and a Mercy, all these, the Ice Cream Man, all that. But I'm going to tell you, I have not seen those films. I have not seen any of those bad movies. So this is the first, like, for real bad movie I have seen.
You need to see more bad movies.
I know. Well, I've been
I mean, maybe you don't.
I've been missing them, and then like whenever I'm about to see them, y'all already reviewed it, and y'all already be like, "Oh, the movie is terrible." So I'm like, I'm not finna go watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is to me like the worst like movie at least that I have seen this year. So this is some old bullshit, honestly.
I guess there's certain things that just appealed to me more than you. I thought the direction was really good. Like I said, I thought they did an excellent job with the with all the suburban action stuff. I really like that. Like, I think the director is really good with pacing. I think he's good with a moving camera. And I found, and those, and I guess that's another thing that to tell people, you know, there's going to be, again, things that appeal to certain people. And I think that the intensity, making these dinosaurs actually scary, and also just the way that he's good with keeping the pacing and the camera moving, and there's some amazing shots in here. I thought, you know, all that stuff is stuff that I admired, you know, and all those are things that appealed to me. But obviously, you know, that did not appeal to y'all as much. So that's, you know, something to keep in mind for everybody out there, you know. So, you know, you heard everything here. Just, you know, so before you go in, remember us.
And people are like, well, now I don't know what to do. Y'all's reviews are all over the place.
Well, no, I've seen, because I posted my review earlier today, and everybody's like, whoa, I liked it. And I was like, yo, that's cool. Like, I'm not, just because I said I didn't like it don't mean that I'm like mad at y'all. Like, y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping.
That's what I'm saying. You know,
everybody mad at me though. Oh, you didn't like it? Oh, yeah. That's bad.
Julian, you know, that's the thing. And I had to tell people all the time, you know, I don't know. When I walked out, I don't know how this movie's being received. I really don't. I haven't, you know me, I stay away from reviews if I can. Every now and then, you know, you can't help it. So I don't know how this movie's being received. But it sounds like a lot of people are liking it. I don't know.
Yeah,
but the thing is, it's funny how a lot of people think just because the majority of people like something, you need to think the same way. You know, that's your opinion, man. Yeah. You know, if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. Nobody can be mad. It's a movie, y'all. It's a movie about dinosaurs eating people in the suburbs. You gonna get mad at somebody like Julian for not liking it? Come on,
tell him, Corey.
That's gonna be your hill right there. Sprite Lee, Oak Street question. Says, what's up, guys? And Cokie in the background. Cokie said he threw up gang signs. And of course, the squad in the chat went to a pre-screening of Oak Street, and all you guys made he didn't say such, so excellent points. The film has its moments, but it's an okay watch. He put buttnits. I don't know what button it is. He said, buttnits an okay watch. I think he meant to say but is. My question for all of you, do you believe the kids would have worked better if they weren't teenagers? No, I think they would have worked better if they were better written.
Yeah, they're all terribly written.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't think they didn't bother me, but they bothered these guys. But either way, I'll say this, man. I should have said this in the review. I don't think, because I agree, the dialogue, while not to your level of dislike, I thought it was just nothing. The dialogue is just anywhere from okay to whatever. I believe, I like the way the characters, I like the way they bond, and I like the way they all love and protect each other. But none of these characters were, there's moments when they make jokes that I thought was funny and endeared me to them. But a lot of times I'm just like, whatever, they just run from a dinosaur. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.